All right. Oh, holy shit! False start. I will have to cut that off. All right. Welcome to the Feedback Podcast, everybody. My name is Back. Thank you for tuning in. A couple of announcements. First of all, thank you for tuning in and following the feedback on Instagram and checking out the YouTube channel. So yeah, there is a YouTube channel.
Okay.
You go to the youtube.com/the feedback BAK and you get to see the faces of all the people that I've talked to. If you go back recently, I just had Jose the Hype was on, and this is one of my favorite episodes because Jose is hype, and we talked about closeted celebrities.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy Pride Month, and let's see what I had lately. Robert Tibet was also dope. Talk about international cuisine. Cheatham, who's a regular on this podcast, came up and we talked about airport, like air travel.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. So yeah, go back to the archive. There's a lot to go. This is episode number 290. So there's plenty to go around. And also, second announcement, Record Play is coming on Friday, June 30th at Soho House. So all you got to do is go to recordplay.live/RSVP to RSVP. And one name, one email. This is 80s edition, 80s pop edition.
Okay, yeah.
So we get some Michael, Madonna, Duran, Stevie, Tina, rest in peace. You know, Janet.
Simply Red.
What? Right. I didn't know that would be your go-to for 80s pop.
I'll be holding on.
I'm gonna have to add that one because I don't think I had it in my play. All right, Simply Red it is. But yeah, go to recordplay.live/RSVP to RSVP, and you'll have to confirm that you're coming day of because the guest list is very limited. It's the whole house, so they're very like exclusive and shit. So you'll have to confirm. So make sure you put your RSVP in, and then when you confirm, you'll get an email with all the instructions. But I want to say it now. All you got to do is put in the email, and I'll match that with your RSVP. So that's why it's very important when you RSVP that you just put in one name, one email. If you you can't RSVP for your wife, you know, with the same email as you. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
All right. So one person, one name, one email. All right. So Record Play Live 80s edition, 80s pop edition at Soho House, hosted by Katie Felton, DJ K Cali, and myself. So it's going to be dope. So don't sleep. It's going to be dope. Anyway, all right, let me introduce my guest. This man right here. I had the pleasure. You got to wink at the camera?
Yeah.
Don't do that, man.
Okay,
What the fuck?
All right.
I'm glad to be. I hope people check out the audio first. Like, what the fuck did he do? Ellis Aych is in my building, man. How you been?
I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, you were very excited to come on.
Man, hell yeah. I seen you on your thing. You said you had a podcast. I want to be on that shit, bro.
He bullied his way into my house.
No, I didn't.
He's like, back. I got to come on the podcast back. You got, sure. And now you're here. But by the way, I want to say this before we get started. We did a show together.
Yeah.
At San Marcos. Shout out to Jack Schutze. That was a dope show.
Yes, sir.
A lot of fun. You headlined it. Fucking, how much time did you get? Like 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a good set.
Hey, thank
that was
you,
a good
boss.
set.
Thank
Yeah.
You were doing your damn thing as well. We all did well.
No, I think everybody did
show.
very well. Yeah.
Shit.
It was dope lineup. So if you're South Austin, Buda, Kyle, San Marcos, go check out what Jack is doing at the Rough House Brewery. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Go check that out. Happy Juneteenth.
Hey, thank you so much.
I don't know if we could. Is that a happy?
Yeah. I just found out what it was about not too long ago.
Really? Did you get a day off? Did you?
Oh, I do Lyft, so I took the day off.
Oh, you took the day off?
I ain't driving no white folks.
Oh, really? Just black folks?
No, I ain't. How about I ain't driving nobody, but especially white people.
Okay. So how you celebrating?
Nothing much. Went to the house, man. My people live out in Elgin, so I just drove over there. They were barbecuing, and my dad just started barbecuing. I was like, "Hey, look, I got an interview to be at a podcast." He goes, "Okay, well, I'll have ribs for you when you get back." I'm like, "All right."
You know, I always wondered. Well, first of all, since you just found out, why don't you remind everybody what Juneteenth is about?
Oh shit.
Okay, hey, my computer's right here in case you.
No. I got this.
And I'm African, so I don't know anything.
Right. Okay.
I know a little bit, but go ahead.
It's like I want to say the very like simplified version. Uh, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all the slaves. And what happened was, I want to say Texas knew about it, but didn't tell the slaves until years later. So that's why we celebrate Juneteenth. It's like the finding out of when the slaves were free. Now that's like the very like simplified version. There might be more to it than that, but basically we found out late. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they wonder why we clock out early. Because they ain't gonna tell us when to clock out back. They ain't gonna tell us when to clock out.
No. We'll just leave. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, it's the date. Let's see. Major General Gordon Granger, a U.S. Army officer and Union general during the Civil War, issued an order in Galveston, Texas, announcing that all slaves were free under the Emancipation Proclamation, June 19th, 1865.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a massacre? Was there something around the wait, no. That's another date. But
Gettysburg?
No, the Tulsa thing.
Oh, yeah.
We sound stupid right as hell right now.
Gettysburg.
What?
No. Okay.
What the hell is Gettysburg? Gettysburg Address?
Oh, son, it was a massacre. Boston? Yeah. That's something separate.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. I was talking shit. Anyway. But I know there's a lot of stuff going on today for Juneteenth. I'm gonna check out a couple things if I can after this podcast. I don't know what, but
they got an all black lineup at Roscoe's.
Roscoe's, that's right.
I was gonna crash it and see if I get on.
Look, I'm black. There's double credit. I'm surprised they haven't called me, but
I'm scared to go show up at the same time. They're gonna be like, all right, he's the blackest. Like he's black.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I qualify. That's right. No, the lineup is dope though. It's Confucius on it. I think Jordan's on it.
Jordan, yeah. Was it Cam's on it? This dude AD was on it. Genevieve is on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Genevieve. It's a solid lineup.
Yeah, it looks nice. I wonder if the audience will be white folks, black folks, a good mix. I'm curious.
It's gonna be like 3 niggas and like they white girlfriend and Mexican people.
That's still a crowd.
I'm gonna perform for anybody.
Shout out to Roscoe's. They've been on the podcast. Yeah, they've been on the podcast. Go check out that episode. I think we talk about like things we missed about Austin.
Yeah,
back then. But how long you been doing comedy?
2018. Well, 2016. So how many years is that? Like 7? I don't know. 7, 8.
Wait, what? How do you do your math, man?
Hold on. 2017. 18,
He's counting on his fingers, folks.
6. I mean, I'm a visual learner, so fuck y'all.
I haven't seen a grown man count his fingers in a long time.
It be like that sometimes.
Hey, yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever works.
Were you here for tax? Have you been here for tax tests? You know the tax test is? Our standard, like the state test?
Yeah.
You did tax?
TAKS, right?
TAKS, yeah.
Did I take that shit?
Or I don't think I did. You might have took TEEKS then.
No, I didn't take any.
Oh, when did you come to Texas, bro?
I came as a 16-year-old, but I went straight to senior, and I got my diploma in 1 year.
I'm talking to the wrong motherfucker.
Hey, man, I'm black. I don't play, man.
All right, man.
Look, I'm not flexing here, but, you know, a little bit. Man. First bilingual international diploma in Texas ever.
Oh, let's go.
Right here. Yeah. You know, I've done some shit, folks. God damn it. So, what'd you do last weekend? Did you go out? Do you? You really have to think.
Last weekend, what I do?
Yeah.
What did I do last weekend?
If you got to think about it, man.
No,
did you do a show?
No, I ain't do a show. What did I do?
Look, you look suspicious as fuck right now.
No. I'm trying to think. Oh, I mean, I just did lift, man. I did lift. And
get close to the mic.
Oh, I did lift and I was just swimming.
Oh, you drive lift. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. How long you been doing that?
I got let go from Amazon, so I've been doing that for about 3 months now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man.
No, it's cool.
How you like it?
What, Amazon or Lyft?
No, fuck Amazon. Lyft.
Amazon. Lyft is fine. I meet different people. I get to network. I actually met one of the sponsors for my show. I had this show called Ellis and Friends. Mm-hmm. What was it? May 27th. Yeah, man. and I met one of the sponsors. She was like, I can sponsor your stuff. I sell Japanese beer. So, I'll give you X amount of money, and then you can bring the beer. I'll bring the beer. And yeah. So I meet different kinds of people. It's pretty dope.
I drove, you been in Austin how long?
I've been mostly all my life.
Do you remember Ride Austin?
The what Austin?
Ride Austin.
Right Austin.
Ride Austin.
No.
So in 2016, there was when Lyft and Uber were like full blown like in Austin. It just got here, and the city was like, hey, you need to fingerprint your drivers.
Okay.
Yeah, so we know like do background checks on your drivers.
Yeah.
Lyft and Uber were like, fuck y'all, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Because if we do that in Austin, every other city is going to want to do that, and that's more paperwork and more money to spend that we don't want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
And so they left.
That's smart. I remember that. I actually remember that.
So,
okay, yeah.
So Lyft and Uber left, and within a month or so, there were like 6 or 7 new ride-sharing companies.
Right. Yeah, I remember
Ride
that.
Austin was one of them.
Yeah.
And so there was Ride Austin. There was one called Fair.
Yes.
And they moved from Phoenix to they moved their headquarters from Austin to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And they lasted like a few months. The thing is that none of them, there was one that was like Wings or whatever.
Yeah.
It would do like airport.
Like shuttles. Yeah. Like shuttle rides. Yeah.
And none of them were ready for the demand that Lyft and Uber left behind.
Oh my God.
And they all crashed.
It had to.
They all fucking crashed. And so Ride Austin was the only one. This is Austin, so we like Austin likes Austin shit. Like, we support Austin shit before anything else.
Oh yeah.
And so Ride Austin comes around, and it's created by these two, billionaires who live in the hills, white people. Like, all right, but every the drivers were getting like, I don't know, like 80% or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the rest was going to charities.
Yeah.
And
I remember that. Yeah.
I drove for that shit. That's a long intro to come to that, and I got to do that. And I did Lyft too for like 6 months. What?
I know you went through hell. I just want to say
no, I loved it.
You loved it? Oh.
Actually, you know what? For the same reason, like you never know who you're picking up.
Oh yeah.
And remember Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO back in the day?
Oh man, yeah. It's exactly
that's what I'm talking about. I love that show,
bro.
Yes.
I got some stories for you on that.
People when they know they're never gonna see you ever again,
the truth comes out and that shit starts flooding.
Let go. I've heard, I'm picking up my stepson and he was raped by his uncle. Crazy shit like that.
I picked up a brother who molested his sister.
What?
I picked up a brother who molested his sister.
How did that conversation go?
I don't know how the fuck.
How you doing? Yeah, so I just raped my sister?
No, because first off, it was one of them like long rides, right? So it was one of them like 40-minute to an hour rides. Like I want to say it was like 55 minutes or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And we were riding and we got into like life and we were just talking about like how short life is and, how we try not to be defined by our mistakes, or whatever. Uh-huh. But I kept it kind of light.
But how did he confess?
He just was like, bro, like I done did some things. I'm like, bro, whatever you did, bro, I'm pretty sure like you were young. It was a mistake. Trying to keep it, nice enough for him to, I don't know. I just was trying to keep it like a blatant statement. I didn't think he was going to go in depth with it. But he was like, yeah, dude, I blank my sister. And I said, whoa. And then
he raped his sister.
Oh, yeah. Can you say that word?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's my podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. He did that to his sister. Yeah.
And he faced the consequences?
And he was crying about, but this was like when he was itty bitty.
Oh, he was under 18?
Yeah, he was under 18.
Not that it matters, but like he just didn't know what he was doing?
Like, nah, like the brother was old enough and the sister was old enough. Like the dude was like 16, the sister was like 11. Yeah, so it's like it's too old. It's not like no little.
Did he face any consequences?
He ain't told nobody, and I don't think his sister. He said his sister ain't told nobody. So,
God damn,
I shouldn't have said that. I don't know why I felt like.
Look, he didn't give his name and his address. So
I know,
I think we're fine,
bro. But it's some crazy stuff. I actually picked up a trans lady whose roommate she thought had died, and I'm still curious about that. I hope everything's okay. Like she worked at Papa John's. Yeah.
See, this is why you drive Lyft,
bro. Yeah, I got
like
content.
you,
I guess.
you think
Yeah.
you think your life sucks, and you think you have issues,
Yeah.
and you think you're having a bad day until you get a stranger in your car
Yeah.
who just like tells you about their lives, and you're like, holy shit! I'm gonna call my mom today.
Yeah. Right.
It's like one of those. I've had a. I picked up a bunch of dudes downtown because usually Lyft drivers, well, it depends. Like at least the white ones don't like to pick up. Only the immigrants don't care who they're picking up because now they're the cab now, right?
Yeah.
They just took over the whole industry.
Oh yeah.
Right. But white drivers, they're not picking up people downtown at 2 a.m. They're not doing it.
And me either.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I ain't fucking around. But I will pick you up, or yeah, my name is Ahmad or whatever.
Shout out
it
to
works.
Ahmad.
So I picked up this group, these like 4 dudes, and they were chilling in the back, and then one of them just popped his head in the middle, like between the 2 seats.
Yeah.
And just into my ear goes, "Are you family?" And I'm like, I don't know.
What? He said what?
Are you family? That was the question. And I'm like, no, I don't know you. I picked up your boy and you all in the thing. It's like, no, but are you family, man? Are you family? I'm like, no, I'm not your family.
Who are these? What these are? Sorry, I don't know. Are these white boys? Who are these?
Yeah. No, but it's not even a white thing. When I found out is by the time I dropped them off, I asked one of their friends, like, the fuck does he mean in my family? And the other dude goes, "Are you gay?" Is what that is. I had never heard that term before.
Me neither, bro.
Until
I'm
that
learning
night.
right now.
Are you family means are you gay?
How they get that, bro?
Look, man, they'll take over whatever word at this point.
Bro,
what's the word I learned from Jose? The LGBTQ. Actually pronounce it now.
LGBTQ.
The LGBTQ plus whatever.
LGBTQ.
The LGBTQ. They own family now.
Damn, Jose, y'all got the real estate. Y'all got the words on lock.
And they just take over shit. That's what they do. All power to them, but I'm not family.
I'm not family either. Not familia.
I got my own. I'm good. I don't need another family. I don't need but yeah, I love that's really, I mean, get to set your own hours. People, you get a sponsor out of it. I ain't got shit. I got crazy stories. This is just plenty for me. It's crazy stories.
Oh man, a bunch. But
do you have a strategy when you drive? Like you start up north, and work your way down. And
so my mindset is if it's early in the morning, most of the time people are trying to make that commute to downtown. Right. So I'll start in Pflugerville, or I'll start in like in Manor or something, and then drive the people out, and then I'll get into the heart of the city, and then so the trick is this, right? If you drive, if you're looking for distance, you drive out of the city.
And you work your way in.
Right, and you work your way in. But if you're looking for because sometimes they have quotas, right? A Lyft has quotas. If you hit 30 or XYZ, then you'll get an additional $100. So you want to stay in the high density areas like downtown, because then you get volume.
Oh, you get like short trips though.
Short trips.
Like take me to West 6 to
boom,
Rainy.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. You knock out them short trips quick, and then you can rack up the quota in no time.
How many stars you got?
I'm 5 stars. I'm an avid, bro. First off, let me start by saying
I gotta ask because
I'm a 5-star general. All right. I mean, when you riding with me, I'm gonna make you feel like we family in the old school family before family got before family got gentrified. I'll make you feel like family. All right. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll chat it up with him, and I basically am a chameleon. Whatever you want. If you want to not talk and you just want the air on, you got it. If you want to chit chat with me, we can chit chat. And I don't never run out of stuff to talk about. I'll always find like a common ground with somebody.
But do you engage first, or do you wait for them to say something?
I usually start off with hey, how you doing?
Oh yeah, you gotta say something.
And then that usually ticks me off to okay, this person is chatty, this person is not. Because if you go hello and it goes, how you doing? How's your day? And they're asking me questions, then they're a chatterbox, and we can run it up. And if I go, hey, how's it going? They go, hey, put their phone down, look out the window, do not engage.
Do you have the water, the condoms, the napkins?
Nah,
The white gloves.
Hell no.
No,
Hell no, bro.
that ain't 5 stars. That's 4.
The conversation is 5 stars.
Yeah, but that's not what you rate on.
You gonna ride out. You gonna walk out of my damn car feeling like the best version of yourself.
Really gonna learn some shit?
You gonna learn some shit. Look, bro.
I'm the educational Lyft driver,
bro. How about this, bro? I'm friendly. I'm a friendly motherfucker.
I know you are,
bro. Here's the deal. I went to Boost Mobile to get an upgrade on my phone, and I wound up learning about the joys of Muhammad. And why
what joys of Muhammad?
The joys of the Prophet Muhammad, and why Allah is the true God. Like I can make people get into deep waters with.
I do the same thing. People's favorite topic is themselves. If you ask the right questions, they will just. Case in point, the dude raped his sister. Yeah. So yeah, it's like people love to do that, and if you can just facilitate it, it makes it interesting. Yeah, and then they'll say, "Oh my God, he opened up, and I opened up to him, and he gave me advice on my marriage." Yeah, I don't know.
No, I do that.
Do you?
I told Heather, I said, Heather, you're fucking up. Okay, your boy Joe is a good man. Y'all been together since high school. Okay, don't fuck this up for some guy at your workplace. But he's just da-da-da. I'm like, look, you need to talk to your husband.
But you rate your wait? You rate passengers too, right? No, I'm not. What was that?
What was that? I misheard something. I'm tripping. No, I can rate my passengers as well. Yes.
Oh, okay. I knew that was a thing. Yeah. But I don't. I never look at those.
Yeah. I can rate them. I rated one person badly. She just was just.
She said nigga.
I wish she would. That bitch been walk. She'll walk before she say nigga. No, it's just she was really, I don't know how to explain it. Just standoffish, rude. But it's not even like the fact that she was rude. It was more so like she was making demands and telling me where to go, even though I have the address, and just being like exceptionally difficult for no reason. Like, you're going the wrong way. I'm telling you this is the faster way. And I go the way she tells me, and then we wind up being later than whatever. And I said, well, you told me to go the way. Well, I thought you would have common sense and know that. I'm like, oh, okay, bitch.
Whoa, hell no. Get the fuck out of my car.
No, basically. So, yeah, I rated it
one star?
I gave that whole, 2 stars. I let her live. 1 star is just horrible.
But do you take lifts yourself?
Do I take lifts for myself?
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
You don't trust it? You drive it, but you don't trust someone else.
Well, I know who I am.
Well, yes, but I mean, you think that serial killers is driving around? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? They're going to take you to point A to point B, and you just don't say anything. It's a service like anything else.
Right. But I just don't know.
You've never taken a Lyft?
I don't think I have, no.
Uber?
No. I drive it. I don't do it. What is it? I don't get high on my own supply.
All right. We'll take a Lyft together one day. All right. Let's get to our topic, which you suggested, and I don't know how you knew that I was an anime fucking fanatic.
Like I said,
did you speak some Japanese too?
No, I just know nani.
Nani? What?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Wait, okay. I need to size you up a little bit.
All right,
before we get into it.
Oh, I like where this is going. Family.
Not like that, Ellis. Do not wink at me either, nigga. All right, so
what's up, bro?
Do you watch anime or do you read mangas?
I read mangas too, but I really watch the mangas I read are pretty much in Shonen and Jump. This is like the old school mangas.
Those are the
like the OGs, like the original big 3.
Right. Yeah. But when you watch in Japanese or in dub? Watch what you're about to answer right now. I can turn the mic off if you said the wrong thing.
See, you pegged me as a sub guy. You're a sub guy?
Yeah.
I knew it. You just got that look.
Yeah.
I'm a basic dub guy. But listen here, I don't like multitasking, all right? I don't have the Sharingan, bro. I can't because here's the deal. They spend all that money on graphics, but I'm steady reading the words. I gotta
That's not the point.
But I will say this. I will say this though. Sub gives you more of it's more feeling, right? So if the dub is like, I will avenge my sister, that sub is gonna be, or if the dub is like that, then the sub's gonna be, I will defend my sister to the end of the earth, and I will come back from hell and defend her.
There's just so much emotion. That transpires when you hear it sub. When you hear the original
No.
Japanese.
Oh man.
I mean, it sounds corny in English. I'm sorry, it just does. In any language. So I grew up. I grew up watching anime in French.
In French dub. Okay.
And French dub is horrible.
Lyoko.
No. No. Seriously, there was a company in France. They had maybe 3 people. Mm-hmm. And they dubbed all the voices, so it's the same voices over and over again.
Right,
it's the same.
Like Funimation.
Yeah. It was horrible. And then I heard Japanese. I'm like, yeah, fuck those guys, because the Japanese, the Seiyu guys, you call it Seiyu in Japan, they are superstars.
Oh yeah,
the lady who does Goku's voice.
Oh, she OG.
And Luffy's voice, years. Like she's a grandma. She's like 90 something.
Yeah,
but she's like a superstar in Japan.
Yeah,
and I gotta respect that. I don't want to hear Joe Blow from Pittsburgh who just like does no, I don't want to. I can't hear that.
I think it just boils down to me being lazy and just not wanting to read.
You don't want to read.
Okay. Damn. I thought you'd be a little chill. Goddamn.
No, you know, I got my nephew. My nephew was a dub, and I said, look, watch it sub, and you'll see your reading skills will improve. And it fucking did.
Bro, here's the deal. Mm-hmm. Shout out to sub. Sub is cool. Sub is authenticity. But dub is definitely for convenience. Because I'm also like working and stuff like that from my laptop, typing stuff out.
Focus.
And yeah.
That's a you problem.
No, bro, but no, I can listen. But you can't work and read.
No, if I want to watch anime, I can't be doing anything else because I want to.
That's learning. Exactly, bro.
And I know way more than Nani. So it actually. All
right, give me some Japanese right now.
Nani atanda omae.
That's some. You just saying words. No, what that mean? What that mean?
What are you doing?
Okay, give me another phrase.
Nandemo ne. Nandemo nai. Nandemo nai.
Okay. Cool.
Never mind.
Okay. Oh, I got one. Nagide desu ka?
What? Nagide what the what?
Nagide desu ka?
That's not it.
That is a word. That means thank you for the food.
No.
Nagide desu ka?
No.
Bro, Japanese audience, what's up? Where you at?
It's
Nagisai, desu ka?
You sound like a Japanese girl.
That's the only way I can say Japanese. I just watch too much of the porn.
That's what it is. Too much hentai, man. Watch yourself. All right, so let's go to you want to do what? Like top 3, and I go top 3 of all time? Or
your top 3
of all time.
Of all time.
All right, go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
I want to hear you. I want to.
No. I've already. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
You brought this up.
All right, man.
You said we don't do a podcast, and this is what we're talking about. All right. So go ahead.
All right, now, bro. I got
Number 3.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
In my heartest of hearts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this. The reason why my 3s are my 3s is because of nostalgia and rewatchability on my part.
Okay.
So
sense.
The top one. And I love this to death, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise.
What, you going first?
I'm going first. No, that's a little.
No, go
I'll rev up.
It doesn't have to be an order. We can reorder later. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But just like give me.
Okay, DBZ. That's just off rip.
Okay, that's fine. Why? No. Go one at a time.
Okay.
Why Dragon Ball Z?
I mean, Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z, baby.
You said
Dragon Ball Z.
When you brought it up, you said something. Did you say it sucked?
Dragon Ball Z? I did not say it sucked. Dragon Ball Super is broken. Dragon Ball Super scale is broken indefinitely.
Okay, I'll say this. And I agree. This is like the Godfather of all.
Yeah, it's the OG.
And by the way, if full disclaimer, if you're not into anime and you listen to this podcast,
bye.
Yeah, I mean,
bye.
You can't. I'm sorry. We're gonna geek over this shit.
Yeah.
If you're curious about it, you want to learn about it more, keep listening. Otherwise, there's 289 shows you can listen to.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll listen to Rogan and some other shit. But we're going to geek over this, all right? So here's why Dragon Ball Z. I had a whole episode of this podcast just about how Dragon Ball Z is the godfather of all anime.
It is. It is.
The idea, Dragon Ball Z introduced the idea of rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
So think you had Goku, Vegeta, were always rivals, became friends, whatever, but started as rivals. From that's how you got Sasuke and Naruto.
Yeah.
That's how you got from Black Clover, Asta and
I can't get into that one.
But that whole dynamic,
the dichotomy of the two.
Whole then Dragon Ball Z also introduced the idea of
tournament arcs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now they have whole shows. That's all that is.
Tournament. Yeah, you got to have a tournament arc.
Yeah, like regular Ragnarok. That's all that is. The tournament.
Yeah.
But also the life energy.
Like a
the
power
key.
system.
Yeah, the key. So in Naruto is chakra.
Yeah.
In what's it called? In Bleach, it's the Ryatsu.
Yeah.
Ryatsu.
Yeah.
So every anime has some kind of life energy that characters, pull from and to make them do stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there's all different kinds. And Black Clover is the magic.
Yeah.
And Jujutsu Kaisen is the cursed energy.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So Dragon Ball Z pretty much introduced all of that.
Oh yeah.
And the idea of transformation.
Holy
shit. It got old.
It got old?
I think it got old.
I like it.
Okay, best arc in Dragon Ball Z.
Best arc.
So you got let's name them.
Okay, so you want Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Well, you said Dragon Ball Z. You said Dragon Ball
right,
GT.
That's two separate things.
Yeah.
I'll keep it. So there's the Saiyan arc, then there's the Frieza arc.
Yeah.
Then there's the Android arc, then Android/Cell arc.
Yeah.
And then the Buu arc.
Yeah, the Buu arc, yeah.
So
81 episodes. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that in that ballpark. The best one, I want to say for narrative cohesion, Frieza. Like
really?
Yes, just for like things like gelling and making sense, like in terms of how the story progresses. Because they go to Namek because they need to get the Dragon Balls or whatever. So they have a need. Frieza needs the Dragon Balls as well. So everybody's objective coalesces with one another. So it's like I need the Dragon Balls, Frieza needs the Dragon Balls. So it's just a natural progression and stuff. And then it's just the fight with Frieza is beautiful and everything like that. As opposed to the Buu arc, that is just like I love the Buu arc, but it's very incongruent at times. Like it's just random shit occurring. Like I want to say you could take a couple
from the very beginning to Little Buu and all that.
Yeah. Because it's so much. Because
the Majin stuff,
bro. Like how many different elements is in the Buu arc? I mean, we got fusion. We got we got the earrings.
Yep.
We got Ultimate Gohan.
Yep.
We got Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We got Majin Vegeta.
Yep.
It's just so many different things. It was like, but I read somewhere that Akira Toriyama, he wanted to end the series at the Frieza arc, but the money was just too good. They said keep going. So by the time Buu came around, he just didn't give a shit, and he actually forgot some of the plot points that he had made, and he had to like think on the fly.
So Frieza is fine, but I think it was too slow moving.
Slow moving?
Yeah. Hear me out.
All right.
So in the Frieza arc, you had the what's the name? The Ginyu Force.
Ginyu Force, okay.
Yeah, the Ginyu Force. And then you had the top 3 generals, Zarbon and all those guys.
Yeah, Zarbon and Doobie or whatever.
Yeah, and then you had the Frieza fight.
Yeah.
I think the more there's not to me there's not a whole lot of like turning points. There may be 2 that I see. Okay. One is when Vegeta dies and he admits that like, hey,
yeah, that was definitely
that's one. And then when Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time. Those are the 2.
Okay.
I think that the Android arc has way more plot points that are like, oh, this is why Dragon Ball Z is the shit. I'll give you a few.
Okay.
And again, we're geeking out here, so
all
whatever.
Right. Yeah.
The fight between 17 and Piccolo is one of the best fights ever. That's one.
Wait, on the island, right?
Yes. That's one of the best fights ever. It's long. It's a lot of action. A lot of moves you've never seen before from Piccolo.
That was Piccolo's peak.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the last.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's what I mean by like this is a moment
in
Dragon Ball Z history. So that's one. When Trunks comes into play.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
That's a big one. That's arc changing. When he shows up and slices everybody.
You remember when he went like on Toonami? I said, damn.
And when he fought Cell and he went Super Saiyan 2 almost, and he got big.
Right.
That's another point. Number 3, Vegeta turning Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yeah.
Against 18.
Yeah.
Right. Number 4, the whole Cell tournament, which has, I would say, 2 things.
Yeah.
Gohan taking over. Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2 with the 16 blows up. That moment in Dragon Ball Z. Okay, hold on, you about to come? What happened?
No. I just want to recant my statement. I will agree. The Cell for me.
I'm not even done yet.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Yeah. Go, if you think of more.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
The moment when Gohan turns into the Super Saiyan 2, when he gets mad after like the 16 gets crushed, whatever. That song that plays, I don't know what it is in the dub version.
You talking about like the original or the Bruce Faulkner score, like the one on like Toonami?
Whatever the Japanese one is.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I got you.
So that song is probably the first time in Dragon Ball Z that you never heard that song before ever.
I gotta listen back to it.
This was from another artist. Because up until now, you only had the opening credit song. So Chala had Chala, and then you had We Got Power. Those are the 2 that everybody knows.
Yeah.
But as far as in episode, that was the song that you're like, it gives you goosebumps in the Japanese version. So you have to watch that if you haven't yet. And then of course, Goku dies.
Yeah.
And then the Kamehameha together at the end against Cell. So in terms of like turning points where you're like, oh yes, this character blew up and this character blew up and that character blew up. You're like, yeah, the Android Cell saga had way more. It was way more developed because you had, first of all, the Android came from the Red Ribbon Army, which is from Dragon Ball. So there's the link
connection there.
Exactly, there's the link there. And then you had what's it called? The whole like Cell looking to absorb 16 and 17 and all that, and then so the Cell saga to me is the best. He should have stopped after that. Yeah, that would have been perfect. But money's good, so he had to do GT after that.
Dude, why?
No, he didn't. He wasn't even involved in GT.
Yeah,
Akira Toriyama was not involved in GT.
Man, I agree with all your points. I think
Frieza, did that change your mind?
No, because I thought about it. I was like, I fucks with like the half of the Frieza thing, right? But I like all of the Android saga and then Cell towards the end. I mean, all the points you already illuminated, but yeah, it's just a good ass like saga. But bro, I gotta ask, do you not like GT?
There's no problem with
like
GT.
what like I feel like everybody doesn't like GT, but I only feel like everybody don't like it because everybody shits on it. So it's like groupthink, like it's bad. I don't like it.
No. So GT 64 episodes.
Because it wasn't that bad to me.
No, it's not that it was bad. It was too big of a stretch. It was like, how do we? Now I don't hate it. First of all, I don't hate it. It to me it was too big of a stretch because they basically were like, oh, every time the Dragon Balls were used, it generated a dragon, an evil dragon. So now there's Dragon Balls all over the universe, and now they got to go and find that. Yeah. The part that I don't agree with in GT is turning Goku back into a kid. It was not
that element,
but it was like a huge reset. So you're like, I didn't feel the connection to the old stuff because it's only centered around 3 characters.
Yeah, Trunks, Pan, and Goku.
The baby saga.
That was
GT,
cool.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was cool. But the dragons, the evil dragons, were kind of goofy.
Super 17. You didn't like Super 17?
I like
that was when the homeboy did.
Yeah. I don't know.
Come on.
I like the part of GT that I really liked.
All right, lay it on me.
Is Oob. Because at the end of Dragon Ball Z, he makes that wish, and he says, "I wish I had a fun fighting you, Boo. Like the
I want you to come back.
I want you to reincarnate as a good guy." And then Oob shows up, and there's one episode where Oob fights, and that's when
he joins
with Boo, right? Fat Boo, and now he's powerful as shit. Like I appreciated that because that's a callback. But other than that, I felt like it was goofy. Oh, the Saiyan 4 I thought was great too. I like that.
Oh man, I love that. Shit.
Yeah, the first time with the moon, but you're like, hold on, he's short. He's a baby. He's a kid, and now when he's Saiyan 4, he's back to an adult. I'm like, I can't buy that.
Yeah,
I can't buy that.
But I was like little. You're a little bit older than me. I was a little kid when that came out, so I was like, oh my god, he's a kid, but he's a grown man now. Like,
you know what? You know what's weird? Dragon Ball, the whole Dragon Ball thing came to the U.S. much later than us.
Yeah, like 96, right? It was developed.
I watched Dragon Ball in the 80s. In France. Yeah, Dragon Ball came out in the 80s in France. It was It was you had that and you had Dr. Slump and then by the same it was Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Dr. Slump.
And then what's an Ariel?
Ariel, yeah.
Yeah, the robot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was exported to Europe before it came here.
Yeah.
By the time it got here on Toonami,
like 97, 98.
I was already here.
Yeah.
And I was like, you motherfuckers are late.
No, dude.
And we were already done with Dragon Ball Z by the time it started here.
I think that was one of my earliest memories, bro, was watching DragonAll Z, though, when my uncle goes, you gotta watch this shit. It's these dudes fighting and charging and shit. It was like my first day of kindergarten, and yeah, man. DBZ.
All day. All right, fair enough. That's fun. We spent a lot of time on this first
one. I know. I was like,
let it go. Look, this is gonna. If you really wanted me to go in, I'm going in.
We go. I'm here. I'm here for it all.
So here's my third. Not my third, but my first one in this. I fucking loved Death Note. Are you familiar with that? I tell everybody about Death Note. Everybody about Death Note. If people who don't like anime, who don't like manga, because when they think manga, they think goofy kids, big eyes, power ups, transformation, energy balls.
Yeah.
But you watch something like Death Note, and you're like, Hollywood cannot come up with anything like this,
right? Because
if you don't know the premise of Death Note, and fuck the movie or the series on Netflix, by the way. And whatever movie they made, the Japanese made a movie about it. And it actually turned out okay because they know how to make live action shit.
Yeah.
But the premise of Death Note is simple. Yeah. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Did you watch it?
I watched it all the way through.
Did you read it?
I didn't read it, but I watched it.
I'm going to tell you to read it, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
The premise of Death Note is simple. This kid who's a bright kid, really smart, light, Yagami light, he finds a notebook on the ground that says, whoever name is written in this notebook will die.
Yeah.
And in the first episode, and I'm not spoiling a whole lot, there's a hostage situation, and he watches it on TV, and he's like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll try it." And they show the perpetrator's picture and name on TV, and he writes his name down, and the dude dies from a heart attack in 30 seconds.
Man.
And you're like, "Oh shit, okay, this shit works." And then his goal is to basically get rid of all bad people in the world,
right?
With this notebook, the best mass, killing weapon of all time, right?
Oh yeah.
Nobody can trace it back to him or nothing. And then the cops start seeing all these people dying in prison, and like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
While they are dying, we need to investigate that. So they started like a special task force.
Yeah.
To head the investigation, and the head of the investigation is the kid's dad.
Yeah.
And then they give the case to a kid. Nobody knows his name, but he gets the hardest cases ever, and he solves them.
That boy.
And L is like, and no L for L. Motherfucking L is the shit. I love L. The soundtrack, the song when L comes on is yes. So L is this genius kid from this orphanage of genius kids, and now it's this chess game between Light and L. And so one goes, "Hey, I'm trying to get rid of bad people. I'm doing the world a service."
Yeah.
And L's like, "No, you're killing motherfuckers. You're a murderer."
Yeah.
And this is the best chess, like, what's the word? Not tit for tat.
Mind game.
Mind game I've ever seen in any piece of anything.
Yeah.
Seriously. And the reason why it's interesting is because, one, it makes you think, like, what would you do if you had that power? And by the way, there's other characters come into play.
Yeah.
Other things can happen. But when you read the manga, every chapter has a cliffhanger. You're like, fuck. Even the anime, too. They did a good job with that.
Yeah, the anime was good.
But here's why you need to read it.
Okay, what's up with the manga?
The ending's different.
The ending's different?
The ending is different.
Stop, for real?
It's way better. It is.
Is it
so
really different from?
Yes. It has nothing to do with. I don't know why they did that.
For real?
Yes. I had that conversation with Melissa and Gene. Shout out to them from New York. They just came here as comics, and they did the same thing. They watched the whole thing. I'm like, yo, read it. Read the last 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Read the last 2 chapters. They're different.
Yeah.
And it's so much better than the way they ended the anime. So much better.
Okay.
So there you have it. Death Note.
You got me so. I got.
Don't again. If
I got something to do tonight.
Stop thinking about anime being this goofy shit, because there's actually a lot of anime mangas with that deal with adult kind of
content.
Topics.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would never show children certain animes.
All right, let's go. What you got next?
Number 2, I gotta go with Naruto.
Okay.
Felt a little hesitancy, but we gonna go through it. I love Naruto. I like the aspect of the. Homeboy is the epitome of
the loser.
Like hard work. When what's that saying? Like when talent doesn't work hard, hard work beats talent.
Yeah.
Like my boy, but then again, it kind of once you find out his like lineage and like his power, then it's like his hard work is kind of canceled out because he got like this like hack, like what I'm saying, that makes him OP. But in the beginning of everything that Naruto does, he works his way to the top. Okay, for people that don't know, I feel like I'm just going
ninjas. Do you like ninjas? Who doesn't like ninjas?
Okay, ninja school, right? Think ninja school, like an academy for ninjas, and every country is like a ninja state, right? So we got village hidden in the rain, village hidden in the stone, village hidden in the music, village hidden in the leaves, which is where our story takes place.
Right.
And then they have a leader of all the ninjas called the Hokage.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto, who's a loner in the start of the show, aspires to be the Hokage, which is basically the most beloved head ninja of all the land. But it's kind of hard because the start of the show, he's an outcast.
Right.
But as he works his way through, he becomes like one of the top dogs. He was born with a little fox in his stomach. It does locked in, and he taps into it. And yeah, it's just great. I love it. I love all the connections, bro. Like the connections in Naruto. Did you watch Naruto? I feel you making that face like you didn't even watch the show.
I've watched all of them.
You watch all of them?
All of
okay,
them.
Bro. Okay.
I started watching Naruto in 2003 or 4.
Oh, okay, cool. That's about the time I watched that shit.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Them all. And Shippuden after that.
Yeah, Shippuden, all that. I don't watch Boruto though. I don't watch Boruto.
I read Boruto because it comes out once a month and it's 40 pages worth. I don't watch it.
I just can't get into Boruto, but I can't get into Boruto for the reason I love Naruto. Naruto gets everything out of the mud. Everything he's gotten, he's worked his ass off for, and you cannot even deny that. Boruto,
you sound so passionate.
No, Boruto is a little ungrateful ass bitch. Your daddy out here working his ass off, being a Hokage, and you mad that he ain't around. Look, he trying his best, all right?
Yeah, but this is the father kind of like living your father's shadow kind of thing, and always not being your own. It's like growing up with like your dad is a celebrity. Like you're always going to be
Jaden Smith. All right.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Boruto's Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his dad is the most beloved, guy, man in the country. Yeah. And then you got to live up to that, but you want to be your own. You don't want to be, Will Smith's son for the rest of your life. You want to be your own. I get it. But Naruto, to me, what I appreciate about it, I have beef with Naruto. Yeah, I am. Watch me.
I'm watching.
So, Naruto introduced something that I hadn't seen, because Naruto and Bleach came around the same time.
Yeah, they did.
And they introduced the idea of you have these captains of teams.
Yeah, squad leaders.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. But I think that Naruto is too centered around Naruto. In other words,
yeah, I got you.
You don't get to see other mangas do a great job of saying, hey, this is an ensemble this is a whole cast here.
Yeah,
it's not just about this one kid. Bleach made that mistake because everything's about Ichigo. Everything else nobody gives a fuck. Every other character nobody gives a fuck. Naruto it's Naruto, Sasuke, and the rest of them.
Yeah,
and the mom and them. Nobody knows about Shoji. Nobody cares about Shikamaru and all those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? they get their like background story every once in a while, but I think it doesn't live up. It doesn't compare to the star of the show.
So you would want them to explore the lives of other shinobi as opposed to just Naruto,
especially when there's clans. You're from a specific the Yuga clan. There's a clan. There's a history there. You know the Nara clan, which is Shikamaru's.
But that's why we got filler, though, baby. That's why we got fillers.
Fuck them fillers,
bro. That's why we got fillers.
2 years.
It's too much of the world.
2 years,
bro. It's too much of the world, bro.
Fucking years of fillers.
You want exploration or don't you?
No, I read the manga. The fillers had nothing to do. Did not bring any light,
bro.
No, the fillers was for jokes.
All right,
it was the bit that lasted way too long.
I'm gonna let you.
And I got sick. 2 years. Do it. Okay, you know what they do fillers, right?
Yeah, I mean, cause the catch up, you know, the manga or whatever,
yeah,
and the anime, the time is different. So you know, I got it.
Even Dragon Ball Z got fillers.
Yeah.
When Goku tries to learn how to drive and shit.
One of my favorite episodes, Goku. We find out Piccolo's black with the damn hat twisted.
Right. So I'm saying, you can have fillers by all means. Don't give me 2 years of it. That's way too much. And they're just goofy. Some of them would do like 2 or 3 episodes that go together.
Right.
But for the most part, they were one-offs.
Yeah, no. Never to be revisited again. I'm with you. I don't like filler. But I will say this. The name of the show is Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden. So it's kind of like they do their best to like, but it's a lot of, oh my bad. They do their best, but it's a lot. It's a whole lot of world. I mean, we got other nations. We got other clans in the nations. So it's just like, if we were to explore all of that, we wouldn't have no time for my boy.
See, the only character that I cared about, other than Naruto, and I think they did great with him early on. And
Rock Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, I already knew.
I was like,
early.
Come
when
on.
you said early, I said Rock Lee.
No, because the fight against God at the tournament was one of the best fights ever. When he dropped the weights and his fucking boom.
Yes. I said, damn.
And when he gets the drunken thing, when he gets drunk.
Oh, against Kimimaru,
Yes. And I'm like, that's it? You not give him anything else? You got nothing else. Even as a grown-up, he didn't get much. Like, in Shippuden, nobody cared about any of them anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
They fighting gods back.
Doesn't matter.
They fighting gods.
Come
on,
matter.
my boy just throwing the fade every time.
He gets drunk and whoop
ass, but you can't go against a guy with the squad, bro.
Look, I don't care. Do like
bro,
crazy combos or something.
Bro.
Do combos with everybody else on your team, but don't like that's to me that's a waste.
A waste of a good character.
Exactly. It's like in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta never gets to win. We get the joke. He never gets the win. Goku always does.
Even in Resurrection F, when he killed him, we sent the time back so Goku could kill him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He always. I'm like, why? I get it. There's like, if you go on Wikipedia, and you find like the attributes of shonen heroes are always the same.
Yeah, dumb as hell. Love to eat.
They're simpletons.
Yeah.
You know, Goku's dumb. He just wants to fight.
Yeah.
You know, Luffy's dumb.
Yeah.
Naruto. But it's always that because shonen in Japanese means young boy.
Young boy. So they appeal to young kids.
So this is for 14-year-olds. This is for 14 to like 18-year-olds, right? Maybe 12 to 18-year-olds. And they're trying to get to teach them about responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, putting your life on the line.
True.
Fighting for the ones you love. You know, work hard. You know, don't, you know, believe in something.
Yeah.
These are all great things to have. I'm all for it.
Right.
So all those characters are similar. You know, protect your friends, you know, protect the one you love.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
So I get it. But if they did that with more characters who are actually more interesting than the main guy, I would go a lot further.
But I think it would be hard because the exploration of all those different characters in the scope in which you want them, it would become like an anthology series. Like it'd just be like one episode be about one episode be about Tintin, one episode be about Rock Lee, one episode will be about Kiba, you know? And I think it's just a timing thing, you know? It's just too many characters to explore the potential life that they all have.
It is doable. It's been done.
Like, give me an example of all those characters introduced, but yet And don't say One Piece because they the
That's what I was about to say.
I mean, but that's like 1,000 episodes, bro.
That's not the point. That is not the point. But I'll get to One Piece in a second.
Okay.
So, you said Naruto.
Yeah.
I want to say, this one right here.
All right.
It's kind of a tie. So it's Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Have you seen Samurai Champloo? So here's why I love Samurai Champloo.
You like a Wanatabe guy. Wanatabe? What's his name?
What?
The dude who created it, right?
I forgot.
Wanatabe?
I don't know the name.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the reason why I love those two equally, first of all, my brother was Cowboy Bebop. He started listening to jazz because of Cowboy Bebop. And he was a kid.
Okay.
And Cowboy Bebop was way before its time.
Right.
Ahead of its time, sorry. Ahead of its time in terms of it's not that deep of an anime. It's just that it's compelling in the sense that the episodes are simple, right?
Yeah, real simple.
There's guys bounty hunters and they want to survive. There was 28, right?
Yeah.
But the every episode kind of takes you up and down, and the music is phenomenal. By the way,
yeah,
I love that.
Real folk blues,
yeah. And so, I don't know if for the time when it came out, like there was nothing like it.
Yeah,
because it's not about trying to save the world. It's not about defending your friends. It's not about putting your life on the line. It's literally about these guys trying to survive in space. And like this is everyday shit to them,
right?
You know what I mean? It's simple, but it's compelling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then Samurai Champloo is dope. First of all, that soundtrack is fucking crazy.
Oh yeah,
the opening credits, fucking rap, And how do you mix Edo era history with hip hop?
Right.
How do you mix the two? And the dude, my favorite episode is the one when Mugen learns how to do graffitis.
Yeah.
And all he does is like he does the infinity sign everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
And you're like, and it's three people who had nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
Nothing. And they just go along and figure shit out. This is what I like when it's like they live a life, everyday life, and everyday shit happens.
Right.
They get involved in. It's like they just want to go about their business.
Yeah.
And then shit I love that kind of stuff.
Right,
because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. So I'll put those two together.
That's kind of cheating, but
no, I mean
this your show, but no, I mean it's the same vibe, right?
Yeah,
I mean I really like it because it's just like it's a mix of like space, like you said, space jazz, a western, like a wild western, and it's just like I like the themes of like being calm with uncertainty. Mm-hmm. Right, because a lot of times Spike don't know what the hell he gonna do. He just wing it.
Yeah.
And I
love that. Yeah,
I love the.
So does Mugen and Champloo.
Yeah, as well, and I love that aspect. It's like like I'm not gonna stress over this. It's gonna get figured out. Whatever happens. Like,
yep. I'll die tomorrow. I'll die now. I'll die in a minute. Who cares?
But I think that's what makes the show so like unique because it's like the protagonists don't have a specific goal in mind.
Yeah.
They just going at the seat of their pants and. Yeah, man, I like it.
My favorite episode of Cowboy Bebop is the one with the food that lives in the spaceship.
Yeah,
it's like a living thing.
Yeah.
And everybody gets sick.
Yeah.
And at the end, like I think the kid eats it or somebody.
Oh, Ed.
Ed eats it or some shit.
Oh man,
I love that. Like it's simple.
Bro, I was gonna ask you, what isn't it like only 26 episodes, right? 27.
Yeah.
That that speaks to how well it was written. Like to have such an impact this many years and it's only 26 episodes.
Yep. Because now when they do, so the way it works usually is that if the manga is popular enough, they'll turn it into an anime.
Yeah.
And they'll do 24 episodes. It's usually about 24, 26 episodes.
Right.
To introduce it to everybody, and then you have to keep reading.
Right.
And if it gets popular enough again, then they'll do another season of it. All right. So what's your one then?
Oh man. Dramatic pause. Bro, Yu Hakusho.
Really?
I love some Yu
I should have brought my brother.
Hakusho. God damn.
All right, you clipping. Relax.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to modulate this bitch out. But
why?
You're a meshy baby. God damn. It's just one. I ain't never seen a protagonist that got the just heart, bro. That man got heart. Yusuke don't give a damn. He'll squad with anybody, bro. There's an episode where he just knock a bitch out and it's a trans bitch. You remember that?
No.
Knocks that bitch out.
Okay, you're gonna be mad. That's the one I never got into. My brother did. I didn't.
You fucking up.
You listen to dub anime.
No, and another thing is, Yu Yu Hakusho got the best dub, and I will fight any one of you motherfuckers online and say it don't have the best dub anime. Yu Yu Hakusho, your brother got.
You got taste.
Your brother got taste.
The same one who loved Cowboy Bebop.
Oh man, he's an excellent human being. You great too, bro. But god damn,
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is cool. I like Attack on Titan, but we gotta hold on. I gotta stay with Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
you have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Yu Yu Hakusho has got to be the best anime. Simply because of its simplicity, bro. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho, for those that don't know, is a ripoff of Bleach. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
This is before Bleach.
This is before, or no, I'm sorry. Bleach is a ripoff of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
And I will fight anybody who says otherwise. Mm-hmm. Yusuke is a delinquent kid who gets hit by a car and becomes a spirit detective. Much like Ichigo with the Soul Reaper. Yeah. So he becomes a spirit detective. He gets his body back and he fights demons throughout the normal world and the demon world and stuff, and it's just great. I mean, Yusuke is just a protagonist. You ever like watch a show in which like the hero would just be a dog and like whoop their ass, but they on some kind of like moral high ground or something? Like, we're not gonna do that. We're better than that. Yusuke ain't like that. Yusuke will get in a motherfucker's ass. He'll get in their ass and talk shit. He'd be like, dude, you can't beat me. You're a punk, and just. I don't know, bro. It's just something about that braggadocious, like, I don't know. I love it. I love it so much, bro. It's so good.
Wow, I started in 92.
92, bro. 1 year before I was born.
And it's only final episode in 90. It only lasted 2 years.
Bro. I think it only got like 100 episodes or
that's not a whole lot.
Bro, it don't need that much. It don't need that much. We already established we don't need a lot of episodes.
No, we don't. I mean, this is 112 episodes.
112, yep. Because of season 4, yep. So, I bought all the DVDs 3 times.
Oh, wow. It didn't come to the U.S. until 2002.
Yep.
No wonder.
On Adult Swim. Yep.
Yeah, bro. This is when, all the dope shit though.
Bro, it's hey, you gave me an assignment, right?
No. I'm not dissing it.
I'm going to look up the ending of Death Note, the manga version. I'm gonna read it, and for you. But for me, you need to go watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
See what your brother talking about.
Nah, look, I'm not saying it's not dope. I can't speak on it. I'm not saying it's not dope.
Oh, you just don't have the.
I never got into it. So
God, and then look, I guess we'll just
if I could list all the anime and mangas that I've read and watched in my lifetime, it's in the hundreds. So I'm saying that one was on my radar. I just never got around to it because there were bigger, better things, I guess, coming out that I had to check out. But okay, fair enough. You made your point. You give me homework.
Yu Yu Hakusho, ladies and gentlemen.
All
First,
right. All right, so let me get to
what's your number one?
Of course, you know what it is. You know what it is.
All right, nigga, go ahead. Okay, so pirate motherfucker.
No. Hold on. So I have to explain why.
Okay.
It is One Piece, but I have to explain why. And I get that it's the longest running manga of all time and most profitable of it surpassed Dragon Ball. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, One Piece started in 1999.
Yeah,
and we're in 2023. It's still not over.
Yeah,
and it's actually, and what we talked about earlier about everything being centered around one character. One Piece is a whole. It's like a Marvel universe. It's Marvel universe times 10.
Yeah,
because to this day, and I read this shit every week.
Okay,
every week I read it, and there's still unanswered questions, and and there's the beauty of it is that Ichiro Oda came up with One Piece when he was
Sensei,
and he was 14 years old.
Yeah,
he was 14 when he came up with it.
Beautiful.
So, and the amount of characters. Yeah, characters who didn't. It's like Game of Thrones. Characters that you thought didn't mean shit early on turned out to be very important.
I never watched Game of Thrones,
but in a sense that you have a cast of so many characters.
Yeah.
And you only get a glimpse of them here and there.
Yeah.
And it's like he's dripping the content and how it all links up every couple months in a manga, in an anime too.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, we're gonna find out what that D means. We still don't know what the D means. He's now actually getting into the politics of what the D is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is slow in the making. This is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
And what I love about it too is that one, the characters are very different.
Yeah.
And it has, I mean, every anime has a comedy in it.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I think One Piece and it's a shonen thing, right?
Yeah.
And One Piece tackles adult topics, which I think is huge.
Yeah.
So aside from putting your life on the line, fighting for your friends, getting stronger, don't lose, don't give up.
Yeah.
That's fine. But when you have entire sagas who are about racism.
Oh yeah, the fish people.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's racism right there. Like we don't want to drip, we don't want a drop of a human, or you're gonna pollute the fish race. And then later on you find out why the fish race is actually important in the whole universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like and the other thing is all the characters background and story are tragic. I mean, I don't know what it is about Japanese people, but they like to give horrible backgrounds to the kids.
Yeah.
Like they grow up and then they see their mom die in front of them, or that one kid, what was it? Fucking Robin, the entire island fucking blows up.
Yeah.
Everything, like the government goes, all right, fuck your island because you guys know some shit we don't want you to know.
Yeah.
So we're the government, so fuck you. We're going to do a buster call. And what buster call is that we're going to basically destroy your entire island with everything in it and all the books and all the people. So fuck your family. And now you're on your own on the boat. And now we're going to look for you because you know some shit we don't want you to know.
Yeah.
That's like this for kids.
Yeah, man.
So you have so many you have the government, you have the pirates, the bigger pirates, you have the different crews, you have a new generation of pirates, and they come with their own background. So everything is explored.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot of fillers. Say that.
Shit.
You have a few, but not a whole lot. But the fillers don't add anything.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the movies, just like Dragon Ball did.
The movies are dope.
The movies, they all fit in somehow with the actual series.
Yeah.
The fact that Luffy comes up and says, "Hey, I don't know shit. I need people around me who know shit."
Right.
You know what I mean? And they all have their own background, and you don't know how they all link, and that's what I love about it. And I love the soundtrack, and I first started watching One Piece in 2003, I want to say.
Okay.
But I get it. It's overwhelming when you see
OG fan.
When you see that just there are 1,000 episodes is a lot, because now what happens is
right,
they slow down the episodes a lot compared to before.
Yeah.
Because in a 18-minute episode you watch, there's maybe, I would say 7, 8, maybe 5 or 7 minutes of actual action. The rest is just panning over, kind of like how Dragon Ball Z did it.
Yeah.
Like they fight for 2 minutes, and the rest of the time it's like, here's the landscape.
Back on DBZ, will Goku get off of Namek? Tune in.
Yeah, right. So, think about the amount of. It's like Stan Lee coming up with a Marvel universe. It's like that. It's on that level.
Right.
So, by the way, the trailer just dropped for the live action on Netflix.
Gum.
Fuck out of here. By the way, when One Piece came to the U.S.,
yeah,
they censored the shit out of it.
Yeah, they had like
Remember?
a whole 4 kids version, right? Like they
4 kids was doing it,
yeah,
and then so Sanji
they had a whole rap. I love that shit.
So
Lollipop, no
Sanji had
smoke.
exactly, and you're like, it's good for the Japanese kids. The fuck's wrong with the American kids?
We just pussies.
Exactly, that's what it is. But that One Piece to me is like, how do you tell a complete? It's almost. I mean, I think this is the last arc. The what's going on right now. This is the first time.
Oda said he's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting close. So this is the first time in One Piece history that is getting really, really deep into the politics of it all. Before it was just here's some kids. They go from one island to the next. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
But they land here. There's a problem. They solve it. People think pirates are bad until they show up. And then Luffy's like, I like you, so I'm going to save you. And then they beat the shit out of them. And then they move on to the next island.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But more and more over the past few years, it's been about, oh, yeah, there's some political shit happening here.
Yeah.
There's the government. There's people above the government. There's all of this shit. So now it's actually getting really, really interesting. And honestly, if you don't have to watch it all to understand where it's at now.
And I think that's where I'm at, bro, because it's like it's so long, and like I'm not saying like I'm not a One Piece fan, but it's just I've been into it sporadically, right? So I was like faithful up until the Arlong part
That's
or whatever.
Early as fuck.
That's early, and then I came back in Imperial Down. Then like
Impel Down. Oh wow.
Or Impel Down. I
That's
came
way
back
later.
Yeah, and then I came back. I watched Marine Ford. And after I seen Marine Ford, I like, then there's the 2-year skip, and then I was out of it for a bit. And then I came back when he was fighting Kaido.
Oh, wow. That's already.
Yeah, that's like, so like I've been like into it, but sporadically. But
you can't do that.
I know. And that's the thing is because there's sometimes I'll be watching it and there'll be some shit I just don't know. But I'm like, I want to just watch this segment and I just hope that I can glue the pieces together. But it's just. Oda world building, to speak on what you're talking about, is astounding. Like it's the equivalent of like J.K. Rowling in her like Harry Potter world. Like you have all these mechanisms, and every event will be later used for something else, no matter how like small or minute, And I think that's why I like One Piece. I'm not gonna act like I'm a super duper One Piece fan, but I can appreciate it from like like artist consumer kind of thing. Like this dude crafted this world, and it's
That's
just and it's an extensive ass world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I mean, it's just dope. I love One Piece. If anything, I want to say the heartstring moments, like the sweet moments. Like Dragon Ball Z got sweet moments, but One Piece got moments.
Got a lot of them.
Like that. Be like, okay. First off, one thing I like a lot about Luffy, right, is he knows when he's beat. Like he's not gonna try to exceed his limitation. You know how Goku be, I can go if I. There was a part in One Piece where I think it was who's that robot? Bartholomew?
Frankie.
No, not on the crew, but Bartholomew.
Kuma.
Yeah.
Kuma.
Yeah. He comes through wrecking shit. And Luffy's like, get out of here now.
Yeah.
Like
that when he gets everybody to disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah, before the skip.
Yeah.
So
man.
that's one, and then when they come back and he beats one in one punch.
Yes.
So what I'll admit to this. I've teared up. I've never teared up for an anime.
Okay.
But I've teared up for moments in One Piece.
Yeah.
And one is like when
I want to live.
The Robin one?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
I want to live.
Yeah, well, I don't know that in English, but whatever. It gets tight. Whatever. When Usopp fights Luffy for the boat.
Oh, bro.
That I cried for that. I literally like when he's like, no, you can't win, but Usopp is like, fuck that. I'm fighting you because this is my boat. This boat was given by my village. Fuck that. Man. I'm gonna fight you. That was pulling my heartstrings.
Go marry.
When Zoro, after the Gecko Moria thing, and he gets all the thing,
nothing happened.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes.
And so it again, it boggles my mind that this is for kids. Like kids watch this. There's blood. There's people getting their head chopped off. There's like serious topics that are being tackled by this thing, but it do it in such a I guess a funny or loving way. There's tragic moments, there's happy moments. There's always a banquet at the end of every arc.
Them niggas be eating, boy. Yes. They get lit.
So it's like you're getting everything.
Oh yeah.
Now here.
Brooke, when his homeboys died,
There you go.
they all playing on the piano until they all die.
And you find the story between Brooke and Laboon, the whale.
Yeah.
And then you have moments where, like, I love the Davy Back games. You ever seen those?
I think
This is when this Afro Luffy.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen clips of it. Yeah.
So it has a little. That's what I mean. Like it's a complete series in the sense that you're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's the comedy. There's the action. The animation gotten better as it went along.
Oh man.
The new characters are dope. The new generation of pirates is dope. The fact that they bring back old characters, like you didn't know that Kobe, who was like this pussy ass sailor,
and that boy strong now.
And now he's strong. You're like, what the fuck, Kobe? And then you find out about what's the guy? Oh, Ace. When Ace dies. Oh, there's another one.
I think that was the first time I seen like protagonists like break down. Like, I don't think I can go again. My brother's dead, and he, like, my boy was broken when Ace died, and it looked like he was gonna get him out because hell, everybody can. And I will say this: I've never seen Marineford. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in anime. Like, it was like everything, came
like all out war
at one time,
all out war.
And and Oda did that.
And then you have fucking what's the big head dude with the makeup, the trans.
I know who you're talking about. The
revolutionary
Ivo. No,
Ivan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's a little bit of everything.
No, yeah.
You know, the characters are over the top always.
Yeah.
You know, the dude got like a piano for teeth.
And that's one thing that I'm sorry, and I know people love that, but that's one thing that kind of take it out for me.
Is it like, goofy looking?
Just because it's like some characters are just so bizarre, and some elements are so like weird. Like, I think Lucci is his name.
Rob Lucci. With the
tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
But that's when you go. There's different types of fruits.
Yeah.
And you still don't know to this day where the fruits come from. You're gonna find out.
Oh man, because oh boy, and it ain't even the Gummo no Mi. It's like Nika, right?
Yeah. Well, don't.
Oh.
Yeah, but you have to know where that came from, and
right.
what the Gear 5 is and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. This is the complete story. But by the time this is done, to take any of the like today's mangas, like the big ones, like My Hero Academia, Black Clover.
I can't do My Hero.
No, the Black Clover is the one I can't. I still read it just for the hell of it. My Hero Academia is almost over, I think.
Is that good? Is that good anime, bro? Be honest.
It's like Bleach light. It's like Naruto light, kind of.
Deku's just a bit.
No, that's what I mean. It's Naruto light. Same with fuck. Is My Hero Academia, Black Clover. Oh, Demon Slayer. That dude's a bitch.
Tanjiro?
Yes, he's a bitch. He cries all the time.
No, my thing.
The other dude cries all the time. The other guy's a fucking like wild boy, literally.
Look, okay, here's the deal. I like Demon Slayer, but I will say Tanjiro is boring as a main character.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's boring as hell, and I do agree with you. He cries a little bit. Like, he'll cut the head off of a demon and be like,
I understand you. He wanted to be my sister.
You wanted to be a barber, and I know you wanted to do great fades.
That's what I mean. It's like, those are not compelling to me.
She loved ice cream. The bitch like Rocky Road.
That's what I mean. It's not. It doesn't have the last two to date. Well, besides Attack on Titan, like recent ones. Dr. Stone. We're going to honorable mentions here now.
Honorable mentions. Okay. Yeah.
Dr. Stone, I thought was a great concept. It's over.
It's done. In terms of the whole world is dead, right? And he got to bring back the world.
He wakes up 1,000 years later, and he has to start civilization from scratch.
Oh shit! Okay.
As a concept, it's great. I think that the manga's over. I think that they do a great job at explaining like how things are made.
Oh yeah.
So if you're a science fan, that's for you. I want to think that. Oh, we're gonna come up with the wheel and electricity, the fire, electricity. By the time the thing is over, they go into the moon. But they explain everything they need, and it's all in the name of science. So as a concept, it's dope.
Right, it's new.
But then if you want, the other one that I really loved is Promised Neverland.
I never seen that one.
Here's the premise.
All right, give it.
This is another one with kids involved, and it's some adult shit.
Oh, it's like that orphanage or some shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's that these kids in an orphanage. They live in an orphanage. The orphanage is run by some lady named Mom, and they take tests every day.
Okay.
And there's the top grade the top kids or whatever. They're smart as fuck, and every once in a while the kids get taken to a foster home.
Yeah.
Foster family, right? And come to find out that the foster family is really monsters, and the kid orphanage is not an orphanage; it's a farm. Because the monsters eat the kids. And so, this is the first episode, by the way. And the smartest kid, the girl who everybody loves, finds that out and goes, "Oh shit, she's not going to a family. She's about to be eaten by these monsters." Cool. So how do we get the fuck out? How do I save everybody from this orphanage? I get them out of here.
Yeah.
And you come and find out, and I don't want to spoil too much, but that there's a whole system in place between the orphanage and the monster world. There's a whole universe around that. And then, but the key is her and the two other guys trying to save everybody.
Yeah.
So it's about a journey from the orphanage and trying to understand how that system was put into place, who were the key players, and how to solve it so that, things should be better and everybody's saved or whatever.
Yeah.
So the manga is over. You can read it all online.
Dang.
But as a concept, I love that shit because it's the same thing. Every chapter has a cliffhanger. It's a lot of chess games.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like, oh, I'm 2 steps ahead of you kind of thing. And you read back, go, oh shit, that kid is only 8 and he figured this shit out. It's nuts. So
all right. So I'm gonna get out.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I think that people downplay manga because they think it's this goofy thing, big eyes. They know Sailor Moon. They know Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, everything else
is just goofy shit. But I'm like, yo, if you got it, because there's the whole other category called seinen mangas, who's for adults.
Yeah.
While Death Note was one of them. I'm trying to think of them. In the 80s there was Space Adventure Cobra. That was dope.
Paranoia Agent.
I never seen that one, but okay. I heard it was great. Like Parasite is another one people mention.
Okay.
Bungo Stray Dogs is another one that I like. And then this is not even touching all the sports shit.
Yeah.
You got like
Eye Shield 21, the football one.
Oh yeah.
Slam Dunk. Yeah. I love all of them.
Slam Dunk's old school, but like Kuroko no Basket it's cool. I used to watch
Haikyuu.
I never got into Haikyuu. Volleyball, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to get into Blue Lock because I was a huge fan of Captain Tsubasa when I was a kid. Like soccer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even here, Hajime no Ippo, boxing. Yeah, Dempsey roll. Like Hajime no, the manga is cool, but the anime in terms of the fights, like holy shit. Yo, so I think that I always tell people Hollywood should hire some fucking manga artists, like manga writers, because they come up with concepts that Hollywood can't even touch at all.
Nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Asian people are like
they got ideas.
Like Squid Games and shit.
Yeah,
Squid Games.
But to another point, Korean mangas are killing the game right now.
Korean.
You heard of God of High School?
No. Get Out of High School?
No, God of High School.
God of High School. That's the zombie.
No.
Oh.
God of High School it starts off as a high school tournament and turns into this gods against other gods fight over the universe kind of thing. And it was huge on Webtoon.
That's a leap.
But it takes time. But what I love about Korean mangas is that it's all in color.
Oh, for real? There's no black and white.
It's not black and white. It's all in color. So when you have anime like Noblesse that was made into an anime, that's dope. God of High School, Tower of God is another one. A lot of Korean shit have to do with God shit.
Yeah.
The latest one, the last one. Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling.
What's that?
Was during the pandemic?
Solo Leveling.
I read this shit. It took me a month. I couldn't stop. It reminded me of Death Note.
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling. The anime is coming in this year. I think at the end of this year. So Solo Leveling is about this kid that live in the world where there's these portals that take you to another dimension where it's kind of like an RPG kind of thing.
Okay.
Where you have different levels of, they call them hunters.
Yeah.
Okay. And hunters go into this other dimension, go through a portal, and there's a lot of resources there.
Yeah.
To get the resources, you have to fight the monsters that are there. And there's always like a final boss kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you have different levels of hunters.
Oh,
and this one kid is like a level E or something, which is the lowest level. All he does is carry the weapons, right? He goes into this dungeon. They call them dungeons. They go into this dungeon, and the dungeon's supposed to be a easy one. It comes out, it's like a level red or whatever, the hardest ever, right?
Okay.
And when they go into the dungeon, they get the resources out, but they also level up. It's kind of RPG kind of thing, right? And so this kid goes in there, and he survives.
Okay.
He actually, like, a lot of people die.
Yeah.
People who are like higher ranked hunters die.
But he came out.
But he comes out, and he's like, okay, I need to get stronger at this. And it's about this. It's about him getting stronger, going through the portals and fighting his way up all the monsters and solo leveling up his it's like a video game, really.
Yeah.
It's like the speed, magic, abilities. He gets new weapons,
right?
And he's trying to figure out how to get better at this game. And as he gets better at this game, there's the whole other world of demons and monsters. Like, yo, this motherfucker's getting good. We got to send more troops or whatever at him. And there's the whole other world around.
I like that.
And so
Solo Leveling,
it got huge on Webtoon over the pandemic, and so they decided to animate it, and it looks dope as fuck. Because even the manga, I mean, it's called manhwa. They call it manhwa in Korean. Manhwa. It's all in colors. The way, you know how in mangas when they draw, like it drawing a fight, you can see how can I put this? Like they try to convey, like, the speed or But the way the Koreans do it, with the colors, it makes things 10 times better.
Okay.
Yes. So God of High School and Solo Leveling are two of the best examples of how to do fights, how to portray fights in fucking comic book form. And you're like, what the and you're like, I can't wait to see this anime.
Solo Leveling. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Oh my God.
That sounds good.
This is I can't wait. This is one of those I usually just read, because Solo Leveling is over.
Yeah.
It ended like I think last month.
Okay.
Because they ended the thing, and he did like a epilogue at the end with like a little bit more of the story.
Yeah.
And then he ended it last month. But it was huge.
Oh my God.
Huge. And I'm glad they animated. I'm gonna watch just for the fights.
Yeah. No, it sounds good, bro. It sounds like, have you seen it sounds really similar to the time I got reincarnated as a slime.
I know about that though.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
You didn't like it?
Not really.
Why? I mean, bro,
there's a lot of those. I was reincarnated as fill in the blank.
For real?
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, I'm only privy to the slime one, but
yeah,
that slime, you can't lie. That slime became OP out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, but I'll check it out again. But I was hoping for something deeper than the slime is fighting. There's one about I reincarnated as a sword. There's one like that.
As a sword?
As a sword, yeah. There's one just like that.
Niggas is running out.
Exactly. You may know the
time I got reincarnated as a condom.
There's a funny one that's like, I'm the dude is like the best, but he sucks. Like he doesn't want to. What's the thing? Like he's the strongest ever, and supposed to protect this girl, but he's over the top. So like when he has to fight the little slime, he's like, I'm like he launches this huge attack on this little ass thing because it's so over the top. No, the most cautious superhero, something like that.
Yeah,
cautious hero.
Uh-huh.
And the guy's like, oh, he's trying to fight this little ass soldier, but he's like, oh, what if it's not? It's his first form. He has 20 different transformations, and he's like, he's being way too careful. But when he goes at it, he goes all out.
The most cautious heroes.
Yeah, it's like the most cautious. It's kind of goofy, honestly. It's kind of like
it's like One Punch.
Yeah. Oh, One Punch Man is kind of it's fun.
One Punch. 100 sit-ups, 100. It was cool, but then I was like, damn.
No, the manga gets actually better because of the politics.
Oh, for real?
Between the Hero Association, the heroes themselves, and all that stuff. But the animation in One Punch Man, you can't deny, is fucking dope. The fights are crazy.
Beautiful. That man. The first episode when he was fighting them little things in the town, man.
The one with the dude from space with one eye.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is nuts.
No, that shit was crazy, bro. Hey, how you feel about harems?
Harems?
Harem anime.
Mangas,
anime. Like Tenchi Mail.
Tenchi Muyo?
Tenchi Muyo. I can never.
I never got into it.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
I watch enough hentai to where harem is fine.
You sick bitch. What's your favorite? What's your favorite hentai? I don't give a damn. I'm out.
They're all the same to me. Honestly.
I'm balls out, bro. You gotta have a favorite one.
No, they're all the same to me,
bro.
The ones that are one shot are just plenty.
Bro, there's this one called Bible Black.
Oh, that's dark. That's a dark one. Because the girl grows a dick.
I mean, I scared.
Yeah, that's true though.
That happens, but I don't watch
Bible Black is dark and nuts.
Man, Bible Black.
Like they do all these rituals and then they rape the bitch.
The what?
They rape the bitch. The girl grows a dick.
Like I said, I fast forward through that one. That shit crazy.
Yeah, you brought that up.
I know, but I didn't bring that one. I didn't because there's plenty of scenes that
don't ask how I know. First of all,
okay, right off the record.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that off.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, let's recap. So, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah.
And what was your first?
Dragon Ball
Z. And I said One Piece. Samurai Champloo / Cowboy Bebop and Death Note.
Yeah,
that's a good list. Look, if you're gonna get into anime,
can I wait? Since you did like a hyphen one, can I do a hyphen one on the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be Naruto, and then it'll be hyphen Full Metal Alchemist.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Because Brotherhood is the manga.
Brotherhood is the one that's closest to the artist's intention.
Yes. Yeah.
But I like the first one too, though. You didn't like the first one?
Did I watch the first? I think I went straight to Brotherhood because I started the first one. I was like, this is not what's in the manga.
Well, I never even looked at the manga until like.
You should read more.
I mean, bro, how about this? I got all the volumes of Dragon Ball Z, all mangas, I got all the volumes of Naruto, and then I had a Shonen Jump subscription that came in the mail.
Oh, nice.
For like shit from the time I was 10 all the way up till I was like 17 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I like that anime has gotten like way mainstream.
I hate it.
Well,
I'm mad because, bro, I don't look. You and I, bro, we grew up in a different time, bro. This shit was not cool back in the day. And now everybody and their mama like it, and it makes me fucking mad. Megan Thee Stallion fine ass. Oh, looking for Wi-Fi, looking for Naruto. Don't be happy about that bitch.
I can say that about you because I'm old school than you.
Yeah, but it's like, here's the
it's gonna happen.
But we grew up though. Like
so have they?
Huh?
I mean, kids today would love to Attack on Titan.
I get mad though, cause it was like I see the little nigga reading the manga and no one says shit to him. But when I had it, nigga, what you reading? This is you mean okay. That's what you mean? Yeah, I'm just jealous. I'm just mad.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm salty.
That's what it is. You're a mad salty.
My mom couldn't. I wanted a Naruto jacket. My mama said, "Look, we getting a Wii, and we not arguing on this." I said, "Mama, I want a Naruto."
And you know what? I wonder. I know there's a lot of black anime fans out there.
Yeah.
And I think they're coming out more now than ever.
It makes me livid. Where the fuck were y'all? Like, it's like getting jumped, and then all your niggas coming out. Hey man, I'm into that shit too.
But see,
bitch, I needed you then. I needed you then, bitch. When they took my headband and threw it in the toilet, motherfucker. Where were you?
Did you cosplay?
I seen that shit, bro. Huh?
Did you cosplay?
No, I have not.
Would you love to go to Japan?
Nah, I don't like Japanese food.
All right, I'm gonna shut this thing off. Not playing.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've been into anime since I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
The first anime I've ever watched was it was in French. It was called Ciao and Godot. It's about 2 stray dogs one dog lost his mom, and then the other dog is another stray dog, and then they try to help the other dog find the mom.
Yeah.
And then there was a TV program
Yeah.
In France in the 80s that bought the rights. The channel bought the rights to a lot of the anime at the time.
Yeah.
And it was all dubbed in French, of course, but they had the monopoly.
Yeah.
So that's how I got. There was Dragon Ball was one of them. City Hunter. This is straight 80s anime. Space Adventure Cobra. Harlock, Captain Harlock. I'm just name dropping shit. So and even back then, like
the archives.
Fist of the North Star.
Oh, that's Homeboy, the big buff fight.
It's Mad Max / Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I seen that.
In like post-apocalyptic world.
My older cousin likes that shit. Yeah,
I was watching that shit. I was 7 years old.
Yeah,
and you know the premise of it is this guy inherited this very dangerous martial art that kills people, and by touching your vital
it kills
points, and it's like the everything we look forward to in every episode is you're already dead. Omae wa mo shinderu, and heads would blow up. Like he'll fight somebody and go Bruce Lee style. Watch out!
Just kill their ass.
And then the dude's like still fighting, and the guy goes, "You're already dead, bitch." And then 2 seconds later, like you see the head actually get like weird shapes and then blow up.
The Fist of the North Star.
And they made a movie out of it.
No, damn.
I think it was Dolph Lundgren, whatever his name is.
Fist of the. I'm gonna look that up.
But that was the 80s,
bro. You want to hear something funny? Actually, that anime manga was the reason Akira Toriyama, the dude who wrote Dragon Ball Z, he switched the formula up because they were beating them in the 80s.
Fist of the North Star?
Yeah, it was beating Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball initially was an adventure manga. You know, the first, like with Yamcha and they looking for the Dragon Ball, so it's all like Goku going to different lands and stuff. But their editors was like, yo, bro, this North Star shit is killing us. We got to add more fighting, more kicks, more fighting. And it shifted into a more, like, after the second season, they start doing more fighting shit, bro. And that's when, bro.
Fist of the North Star had a lot of, the fights were very one-sided. Only a few were really, like, fights.
Yeah.
Because they didn't throw anything. It was all, like hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
They didn't fly or anything like that. But Dragon Ball was actually inspired by Chinese myth.
Son Goku.
Yeah, the monkey.
Or Mon Kang or some shit.
The Wu Kang.
Wu Kang, yeah.
The monkey god with the staff and the cloud.
Yeah,
it's all from that Chinese. Anyway, man, I know we can go on and on.
Shit, I know.
But I got shit to do.
Hey, feel the same.
Where can people find you? All that good stuff.
Man, you can find my sexy chocolate ass, my anime watching ass on Instagram. I got a TikTok. I got a YouTube, all under the name Ellis, ELLIS, last name AYCH, on all platforms. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for allowing me to. I keep this shit under wraps, bro.
I know this is your coming out episode.
I'm coming out, bro. Family.
Easy.
Nah, not that way.
Yeah, we're anime family. You're
family.
anime family.
I'm anime family.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
There. Seriously, if you ever need suggestions, you tell me what you're into. I got tons.
No,
like I've seen and watched and read. And the thing is, once I get into one,
that's it. That's all you about.
No, I mean, I'm right now. I think I have 8 mangas going on at the same time right now that I read.
That's why you're getting out the podcast. I'm interrupting your reading time.
No. I mean, they come out on a specific schedule, and like Kengan Ashura is another one that's out. It's all like martial arts kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the whole first season is on Netflix. The second season, and there's the manga that keeps going right now. It's actually interesting. It's a lot of politics stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I'm reading these days. God damn. Record of Ragnarok. I like that.
That's good, yeah.
Fuck the animated version. Here's why.
Okay.
The studio that does the animation for that is the same studio that did fuck. Is it the Seven Deadly Sins?
I think
No, no, it's another one. But did it the animation? In other words,
it looks
the
similar to that though.
the punches and the fights in the manga are way more impressive in the manga than in the anime. Because the anime is 18 minutes and there's literally 2 minutes of
Bro,
fighting.
you such a weeb, bro. Oh
No,
my
look,
God.
if I like the manga, I
Yeah.
will watch the anime just to see the animation itself. I
Yeah.
don't care about the story. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to like fast forward. Go ahead, go fight. Like show me some.
You
want to
see the dynamic, like
I want.
if it's gonna be motion, I want to see motion.
Exactly, but that's conveyed way better in the manga than the animation.
That's crazy, man.
Vinland Saga is another good one.
The Viking.
Yeah,
Viking. Yeah.
That story is some heavy shit, and it's still going on once a month. Comes out once a month. Record of Ragnarok once a month. Boruto once a month.
What keeps you coming back for Boruto? Like what is it about Boruto that just you like? Okay, I'll give it a read.
It's 40 pages.
Okay, I was looking for something.
And it's actually it's interesting because one, it's not about Naruto anymore. It's all about Boruto. But I think by introducing I forgot what the name, the white people,
The Otsutsuki.
yeah,
Otsutsuki.
yeah, those guys, yeah, and the Kawaki as a character, it adds more complexity to it all. I think that it's still too simplistic. What?
Wait, you
Boruto?
think Boruto's or you saying Naruto's system is simplistic?
No, the Boruto.
Oh, okay.
Where it is right now.
Oh, okay.
No, where it is right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's still very like
Streamlined, very like boom, boom.
yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom,
yeah, yeah. This happened like this. I can't see there hasn't been a twist in a while.
Right.
So it's very like actually,
predictable. You can see it coming from miles.
well, there's one that happened recently in a manga that I'm like, cool. Let's see how that plays out. Because I think that as of I want to say 2 months ago, now the shit starts. Everything before that was leading up to that moment, and if they can develop a nice complete arc from what just happened, then I will be like, all right, cool, this is nice. But I don't know about the anime. I never watched the anime. I'm only reading it because I'm scared of fillers and all that shit because of what Naruto did to me for 2 years. I have PTSD now, man. So I'm saying, don't worry out to the back of your head. My point is, I hope that with this turning point in the Boruto story, that something good comes out of it where they get to explore a little more and it answers a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And they can actually not just make it about Boruto, but also, develop maybe new characters, other characters, kind of One Piece like.
Yeah.
But I hope that I was waiting for like a turning point in Boruto since it started.
Yeah.
And this is the one that I think is going to change shit. I hope. That's my hope. So
I'll be hoping with you.
Yeah. We live on hope. That's what we do. All right. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I know I can go on and on about this. I love episodes. Like I don't care if I get 2 downloads for this. This needed to be out. Well, hopefully we get more. But
we'll get shit. I hope so. Yeah.
If you're a nerd, if you love anime, holla at me, holla at Ellis. Go see him on stage. Talk to him about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Please.
Yeah.
I was wanting to today.
Yes. He was like, back when you were talking about this anime shit, you got to talk about it. All right, cool. So I'm glad we did it. Appreciate y'all. Check out the YouTube channel. Follow Ellis Aych everywhere he goes and on social media. And check out the YouTube channel, the feedback on YouTube, and follow Record Play Live. And I will see y'all next time. And don't forget, June 30th, Soul House, recordplay.live/RSVP. All right. Thanks so much, man. Ciao.
Peace. Damn, bro.